the way and manner they decide on anything that has to do with Igbo. You know, anytime you see they hear anything that has to do with IPOB, they flare up. You know, anytime they hear to do there's any form of solidarity, you know, there's all this what led to who Samuel Ekpa has become today. You see, the fact is, the Nigerian military has been quite controversial for some time now. Even before we start hearing that the chief of army staff, Lagbaja, kicked the bucket or died abroad as a result of cancer. Later, we had another counter report that the minister is still alive, quoted the army. I'm quoting the military source now. So, first of all, I don't think that the position and the eventual leaving Nigeria was actually managed by the Nigeria military. The people who are controlling his media and publicity ought to have resigned because they gave room for speculations. And that speculation is what led to one of the media journalists speculating or saying that the man is already late, died, before the military came out and said, yes, he is still very much alive. But apart from that, you know, it tells you the mediocrity that is happening in Aso Rock presently now, where things are not properly managed. The image of the army has been battered, you know, to the extent that it has created more insecurity than solving security challenges. Because the people who are supposed to manage the body language of the military, manage the military, you know, counter insurgency, manage the military position on Boko Haram, manage the military position, you know, in the public glare, has failed completely. And that's why you see, you know, it looks as if the Nigerian military has always been ridiculed, you know, by the masses, or perceived to be something that's already been monetized, instead of being something that came as a result of their fundamental duty to protect lives and property. But away from that, you know, the muzzle, they always show some kind of, you know, funny strength when it comes to the way and manner they decide on anything that has to do with Igbo. You know, anytime you see they hear anything that has to do with IPOB, they flare up. You know, anytime they hear to do there's any form of solidarity, you know, there's all this what led to who Samuel Ekpa has become today. Samuel Ekpa prominently came into limelight as a result of the murder carried out by the Nigerian military, right inside nnamdikanu's compound, where about 28 people were murdered. You know, and the question is, you know, at what point will Igbos be murdered at will without any provocation? Somebody will just enter in a particular place and just kill people, and it's still ongoing. And you're telling me we will now have more and more and more and more of Nnamdikanu and Simon, but we keep on having them, you know. But the fact is that the military have not deviated from their position as the people that have that mandate to protect the territory, the integrity of this country. So it's a continuous warfare currently in Nigeria, you know, between the Boko Haram and the Nigerian military, and up to now there have never been any success attributed to the issue of insurgency for the past 30-40 years now. So what does that tell you? It tells you, you know, that this insurgency is being done in Nigeria, and this insurgency Nigeria have their own military that cannot be able to solve the issue of Boko Haram up to date. So what does that signify? It signifies that Boko Haram is beyond what we can see and understand. And that has led to the position where we find Nigerian military up to today. A lot of people are saying that they are not actually very, effective, in trying to do that. But when it comes to anything Igbo, you see the way they are running down, they are killing people, they are, sabotaging, they are destroying the eastern part of the country. It is, and we know that it's a deliberate agenda by the Nigerian government to cause more insecurity in the east in order to weaken the eastern economy and also weaken the resolve of an Igbo man. But heaven is watching and also God is watching. The world is documenting everything that is taking place on daily basis, as it relates the position of Biafra in Nigeria and the position of Nigeria in Biafra.
So someone like Lagbaja now, will you say is involved in what is going on as regards the military operations in the southeast?
There's no how they wouldn't have involved. This is not the first time. He didn't just emerge the chief of army staff. He has been there. He knows what is happening. He knows what's going on in the military. He knows that they entered nnamdikanu's heart and killed 28 people. So he is fully aware of how the Igbos are being treated using the Nigerian military, against them now and the future. Even before now, it has been going on. So he cannot tell me it's new. What he has come is to continue from where they normally stop, because I felt that it is a collective agenda they are pursuing, and that agenda has given rise to a lot of things. And when the time comes, I think the international community will begin to question the rationale behind all these things when the time comes. It is not something that is going to be thrown under the carpet anymore. It is not something that will be swept under the rug this time around. We will continue to push for reality. We continue to push for it. And one day, we will definitely have it. This is not the era where anything you do, you hide it and you think that people will not be able to know at the end of the day. The world is getting, informed on the development surrounding what is happening in the entire East and the conspiracy that's also going, given what is playing out, given how the northern Nigeria has continued to push northernization in the southwest and in some fraction in the south, which when the Biafra come, those things will be wiped away and restricted and resisted at the end of the day.
You have said it all. You have said it all. The backwardness of Nigeria, the problem of Nigeria is during the war and after the war. And even when we try to make Nigeria better again, we the Biafrans try to make it better. Out of the fear and the hatred, they still remain in that back, and that is what is affecting Nigeria completely. That we sink Nigeria. It's not just affecting now, it's sinking Nigeria. Do you know how much is dollar? No, do you know how much is dollar? Per dollar now is pushing almost 2,000 naira per $1. Are you getting it? So Nigeria is serious. They have already. Should I use the past tense or should I continue with the present? Nigeria is already sunk inside the ocean of non-returnable. Ocean of non-returnable.
Not a lake.
No, a lake is too small. Inside the ocean, Nigeria is sunk, not sink again, but sunk.
Wow.
Inside ocean.
Is there any hope of redemption? At least that will give Gowan before he dies. That will give him joy.
The only credentials and what will give Gowan joy is that Gowan will be alive to witness the freedom of Biafra, the declaration of Biafra. That will give Gowan joy. Yes, I am happy that Yorubans are coming up to the original census, which started then back in the years, which led Ojukwu going to the prison to free Awolowo, who reached on the way and disappointed him from the agreement, initial agreement. I am happy they are coming up now with their senses, because if your father fail, you must not fail. Are you getting it? And you will not stand because your father is poor. You too want to claim poverty. You don't. Poverty is not something that you should use and brag. You don't boast with poverty. No. It's something that you need to reject. you reject poverty, rebuke it, and find a way to survive out of it. Thank God they are coming up. Thank God they are welcoming it. Yes, the genocide of Gowon is telling on him right from his house. He's telling on him today. He's telling on Nigerians.
But does it look like someone that regrets, his action?
He is regretting. Not that doesn't mean he's already regretting it. How he wish he could turn the right hand back. Are you getting it? And then he would have not. Remember his statement which he made last time. He said that he regretted of ever carrying out that genocide, that war. He wouldn't have started it. And he made another statement. He said that he was misled, because I believe, and I stand to be corrected if I made mistake, I believe that Gowon was at the age of 29 when he became the president of Nigeria, head of state, as at that time. So some set of group of men mislead him, just as he said. So in other words, he is regretting it because, as he said,
Could it be that he could have averted
he could have averted the war. He could have agreed with the times with Ojukwu, because Ojukwu diplomatically defeated him. That's at that time. In the court, in all different courts that they visited, Ojukwu diplomatically defeated him and defeated Nigeria. So it was the highest mistake ever, which I know inside of him. He has been praying that if he should come to this world again, he will not make that mistake. Are you getting it? So based on his death, is 90 years of age, of his age, is 90 years of sorrow. It's 90 years of pain, 90 years of agony, 90 years of disappointment and failure, 90 years of regret. Because he said that what he's seeing now, that he's still alive, he never prayed. He never thought of it. He didn't see it coming. Because if he knew that it would be like this, he wouldn't have. So that is to tell you, he is regretting it. And he's not happy about it. And he will never be happy. And I say somebody talking about, I don't know whether it will be or whatsoever. I don't know any of the person saying that he should be forgiven. Listen and listen good. You know, we just carry Christianity for... Christianity is not a religion. No. In case you don't know. Christianity is not a religion.
Okay, it's what?
Thank God. Christianity is practicable. It's a practical thing. It is something you practice, you prove.
So it's not something that you are born with.
It's something you practice. That is
not something that is in you.
No, you practice it. And let me tell you, another word of Christianity. What is the meaning of Christianity? Again, some people will tell you Christianity is a life of Christ. That is a Christ-like. No, that is what many believe. But I am here to correct that notion. I said that Christianity simply means sincerity. Simply means self-sincere. That is Christianity. That is what Christianity is all about. Because Christ himself, being a sincere person, he now showed that sincerity to everyone that comes around him. Christianity is love. It's not something betraying. You don't betray people. Are you getting it? You don't call Christianity and be a part of the betrayers. Jesus never betrayed because he's a man of sincerity. is a man of love, is a man of one. Are you getting it? So that is what Christianity is all about. And I am happy today that Yoruba has come to join, has come to realize themselves for what they're supposed to have done back in the years. You know, as they were given opportunity of leadership, so they believe that Omo Igbo, as they usually say, Omo Oshi. Let's continue to. So, hello, do you know that as I'm talking to you, do you know that in the eastern region, those that go to farm have more peace than those that go to farm in the west, than those that go to farm in the north? Are you hearing me? Those that go to farm, why I'm telling you this? In my side, we are known of a state that produces rice. And rice is not a farm or something you do within inside your compound. No. You know, many people they don't have the idea. It's not something, it is something that you plant in a not in a sandy sand, but in a muddy moisture sand land. That is where rice grows. Are you getting it? So we have farm. And the chief of our own community, that is our business. Even as I'm talking to you now, the phone number is with me. So they have that piece to farm in my place than the people in the west here, people in the north. Why? Because the Fulanis have taken over their place, have conquered them, ready to do more. Look at what happened in Osun State. Igboho jump out that they want to, why should this? What happened? They chase Igboho through away. The person that carried that atrocity still remained there, wasn't strong. Are you getting it? So it's good that Yorubas are coming back to their senses. Because had it been that they realized this earlier, all this nonsense wouldn't have been taking place. Okay, so do you know that in Kwara State, I repeat again, Kwara State is not a northern state. It was a Yoruba state. But as I'm talking to you, ask any Kwara man, original Yoruba, except those that they are faking it. Kwara State belongs to Yoruba, but the Fulanis has taken over. They collected it from them. You understand? So over there, and Yoruba don't have a say. You understand? Because of all this, we are together for waiting. Your mind and their mind will not be the same. It's different from what they say. They say different things, but in their heart and another thing than they talk. Are you getting it? So it's good, and I am happy. It is a good development.
But you know the Yorubas, and they feel that okay. You know that the Yorubas, they feel that Nigeria should have been better than it is. Like if this war hadn't taken place, like in terms of in terms of infrastructure, in terms of agriculture, in terms of
everything.
Yes,
everything.
They you know that they feel that Nigeria, became backward after the Civil War.
You have said it all. You have said it all. The backwardness of Nigeria, the problem of Nigeria is during the war and after the war. And even when we try to make Nigeria better again, we the Biafrans try to make it better. Out of the fear and the hatred, they still remain in that battle, and that is what is affecting Nigeria completely. That will sink Nigeria. It's not just affecting now, it's sinking Nigeria. Do you know how much is dollar? No, do you know how much is dollar? Per dollar now is pushing almost 2,000 naira per $1. Are you getting it? So Nigeria is serious. They have already. Should I use the past tense or should I continue with the present? Nigeria is already sunk inside the ocean of non-returnable. Ocean of non-returnable.
Not a lake.
No, a lake is too small. Inside the ocean, Nigeria is sunk, not sink again, but to sink.
Wow.
Inside
Is
ocean.
there any hope of redemption? At least that will give Gowon before he dies. That will give him joy.
The only credentials and what will give Gowon joy is that Gowon will be alive to witness the freedom of Biafra, the declaration of Biafra. That will give Gowon joy.
He will be alive.
He will be alive to witness Biafra standing, and that is what will give him joy. That the people he massacred has finally, the genocide which he committed back in the years, those people, those nations that they rejected, you know, the stone that the builder rejected have become the chief cornerstone. So I will be happy because he will be alive to witness it. Then you will see the flag being raised. You will see the people going home. You will see them standing on their own and go on. And I know, do you know why I say I will be happy? Because he will be alive to witness it. I know by the time we succeeded achieving this, guess what will happen? Gowon will finally come and kneel down and say, please forgive me, for I have offended you people. Forgive me. And in Plateau State, I believe he came from Plateau. Gowon came from Plateau. Many plateaus, including him, may even run to the eastern region for what? For refuge.
Is it with visa or what?
Serious visa. Serious one. With the authentic stamp. Authentic one. Very bold. Not that tiny one, but very bold.
I like your seeing the future.
It's not about seeing the future. When you see the reality, you embrace it. See the reality and embrace the reality. Embrace truth. Embrace the facts. Are you getting it? Are you not seeing it? Is it not telling on you? Is it not telling on everybody? It's telling on everybody what is happening that side and how it's affecting, how crippled Nigeria economy completely. Which many of them are like, hey, the Eastern people, they say Simon Ekpa is the problem. Because if no be Simon Ekpa, had even things are going the way it should in the East, then the thing will be reflecting in the pocket of Nigerian pulse. But because of the way it's going, the thing is affecting their pulse as well. And that is how, because the economic power is shaking, it's not balanced. The economic powerhouse, which are the Igbos, are not being recognized, are being neglected. Are you getting it? So definitely it will affect the upper house. And that is why Nigeria today sink financially, economically, mentally. Look at the kind of person you have as your president. Is Nigeria not sinking? When your president is out of the country, vice is out of the country, president even land himself in a sick bed. Like this. So when your president is sick, the country is sick. Everything about Nigeria is sick and is doomed. There is what?
Renewed hope.
A new hope from where? Renewed hope. From where? Where is it coming from? The country, Nigeria, the one that is already inside the ocean, that they cannot trace the past, the paths, or which other Nigeria are you talking about? Is Jagaba ready to live there? Eh? Did the Jagaba have anything else there to produce? That is another thing. Then the people that surround him, look at Ononoga. Ononoga is supposed to face what is facing Nigeria. He was busy pointing at Obi during a protest, attacking Obi as if Obi is the protest. Obi is the problem of Nigeria. They are the one in position in Abuja ruling. Obi is not ruling. But why are you calling Obi? That is to tell you the fear and the hatred that is stored in their hearts. And that is the major thing that will continue to bring Nigeria down to where it will finally, you wake up, you will no longer see Nigeria again.
Yorubas were the one that, you know, the reverse Gowon, you know, what to do. After agreement in Abuja Accord with Ojukwu, Gowon with the Ojukwu them, you know, the agreement was signed. Everybody signed. So later they came back to Nigeria. It was Yoruba. They are Wolowo that advised go on to resist for that agreement that they went to sign in Ghana, Aburi Accord. That Ojukwu said no. Agreement must be agreement is agreement. Now Aburi will stand. Yes, Aburi will stand. They came back here, they Wolowo, maneuver because he want power. He want it by all means. He want power by all means. He want to be a good Samaritan. It was unfortunate that you go on to not understand what they sign, what they want to sign. Then the Wolowo, clear to go on. That what they signed is wrong. We are not supposed to sign it. But it was agreement. It was agreement within them. They went to the meeting and they agree with each other. That is how we go to run our government. That's how we have to run our system. So that everything will be normal. That is why I see Nigeria running about today. As soon as the agreement, that they have agreed together in Aburi Accord was stand accordingly. I don't think Nigeria will be like this today. I don't think Nigeria will be roasting like roasted corn or yam as it is today. So if they tell you go on that you should go on to pay for the crime, what about them? What about Wolowo? They should remember that they are the one that advanced to go on. Without so, it could not be like this. Ojukwu cannot come up, to declare the independence of Biafra. Ojukwu will not do so. It's because of the agreement was, they came back and they changed the agreement. Ojukwu will say no. Agreement will stand. That's what will sign. You get my point? So if they say go on, to first the crime of the genocide of the Igbos, the Biafrans, that they will pay. What about Yorubas?